Good day, everyone. I hope that you are all good at this point in time because I, Christian Ray Mata, is thrilled to share with you another exciting lesson. So sit back, relax, get your notebook, and absorb this important topic. Are you ready? Let's go! Hello, everyone. Welcome to this new learning episode. This is the Module 2.3 of Science 10. This module is actually divided into three main topics, but this time we will be focusing on the risk of non-ionizing radiation. Let's begin the discussion about the risk of non-ionizing radiation. Radiation exists all around us, from both natural and man-made sources, and is in two forms: the ionizing and non-ionizing radiation. Ionizing radiation is a form of energy that acts by removing electrons from atoms and molecules of materials that include air, water, and living tissue. Ionizing radiation can travel unseen and pass through these materials. Non-ionizing radiation is a type of low-energy radiation that does not have enough energy to remove an electron or negative particle from an atom or molecule. Most types of non-ionizing radiation have not been found to cause cancer. This radiation exists all around us from many sources. It is the left of ionizing radiation on the electromagnetic spectrum in the figure below. Non-ionizing radiation includes visible, infrared, and ultraviolet light, microwave, radio waves, and radio frequency energy from cell phones. The dividing line between non-ionizing and ionizing radiation occurs in the ultraviolet parts of the electromagnetic spectrum, shown in the illustration of the electromagnetic spectrum above. Radiation in the ultraviolet band and at lower energies to the left of ultraviolet is called non-ionizing radiation, while at the higher energies to the right of the ultraviolet band is called ionizing radiation. Let's move on to the different examples of non-ionizing radiation, and let's start with the ultraviolet. So ultraviolet or UV radiation comes from the sun, welding, black lights, and UV lasers. The sun emits UVA, UVB, and UVC rays. UVC rays are absorbed by the ozone layer and never actually reach the Earth. Both UVA and UVB light are important for humans in the production of vitamin D. However, the effects of overexposure to UV rays can be negative and can be immediate or delayed. Sunburn, skin cancer, and cataracts develop with excessive exposure. Next will be the visible light. So the visible light portion of electromagnetic spectrum can be seen by humans, animals, and other organisms. This type of light consists of 7 colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. When all the colors are present at one time, the light is white. Rainbows are created when visible light passes through raindrops. The raindrops act like a prism and break the light down into its individual colors. Overexposure to visible light can damage both the eyes and skin. The next one is the infrared. So everything on Earth gives off some amount of infrared radiation. The human eye can see most of the IR spectrum, but we can feel it as heat. IR radiation is used in furnaces, heat lamps, toasters, night vision goggles, and the laser seen on TV remote controls. About half of the total energy the sun gives off is in the form of IR radiation, which we feel as heat. In large amounts, this type of radiation can damage the eyes and even cause blindness. IR radiation from the sun is normally absorbed by Earth's surface and the clouds, then released as heat into the atmosphere. When the atmosphere has a lot of water vapor, along with nitrogen, sulfur, and fluorocarbons, the IR radiation gets trapped and causes the atmospheric temperatures to rise. This is called the greenhouse effect. Temperature increases like this cause changes in the weather patterns on Earth and lead to climate change. The next one is the microwaves. So microwave radiation comes from microwave ovens, radar, transmission towers, satellite transmissions, the sun and cosmic microwave background or the CMB radiation. CMB is radiation left over from the Big Bang when the universe began. A microwave oven works because microwave excite the water molecules in food and cause them to vibrate, generating heat and cooking the food. Atoms and molecules can also emit and absorb microwave radiation. Overexposure to microwave radiation can cause cataracts and skin burns. There are three subcategories of microwave radiations. Extremely high frequency waves are used in remote sensors and radio astronomy. Super high frequency waves are commonly used in microwave ovens, radar transmitters, cell phones, and satellite communications. And finally, the ultra-high frequency, which is used in television broadcast, walkie-talkies, and cordless phones. Microwaves are sometimes grouped with radio waves because these two types of non-ionizing radiation have some overlap on the electromagnetic spectrum. The next one is the radio frequencies. AM and FM radio broadcast, Wi-Fi signals, cell phones, amateur radio, television, and airport security scanners use radio frequency waves. This type of non-ionizing radiation is absorbed throughout the body. The effects of radio frequency waves on the body are similar to microwave radiation in terms of heat generation. Exposure to electromagnetic fields in this frequency range can warm up exposed tissues because these absorb the radio wave and convert this into heat. The frequency level determines the depth of penetration into the body. For example, using a cell phone causes the ear and forehead to get warm. Warming up by this radiation is the most dangerous for the brain, eyes, genitals, stomach, liver, and kidneys. Like microwave radiation, radio frequency waves are divided into categories: high frequency, medium frequency, low frequency, and very low frequency. There is no scientific proof that RF non-ionizing radiation increases the risk of cancer or causes any harmful effects on the body. Next will be the extremely low frequencies. Extremely low frequency waves are on the far end of the electromagnetic spectrum and come from power lines, electrical equipment and wiring, and electrical appliances such as electric blankets, refrigerators, razors, and hair dryers. ELF waves can go through water, so they are also used for detection by submarines. According to the National Cancer Institute, there is no experimental evidence showing that normal levels of extremely low frequencies are dangerous to humans. The last one is the lasers. So lasers are not a form of non-ionizing radiation, but they are made from it. The word laser is an acronym for light amplification by the stimulated emission of radiation. Lasers stimulate atoms and molecules and cause them to produce light and concentrate it into a beam of radiation. Lasers can be made from visible light, UV and IR waves. Store checkout scanners, CD and DVD players, remote controls, dental drills, laser pointers and laser printers all use lasers. They have many industrial and medical applications as well. Masters work in the same way, except they amplify microwave and radio frequency waves. Lasers are also made from the elements argon, helium, and neon, ruby crystals, chemicals, and liquid dyes. When not used properly, lasers burn and cause severe damage to tissues, especially in the eyes. The narrow beam of light concentrates the effects on the retina, causing blind spots. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you learned something from me today. This has been your presenter, Christian Ray T. Mata of Holy Trinity College of Camarines Sur.